Welcome back to Satoshi Gaming. Today I'm going to show you how to get your first house in Hokko Life and move in. First thing you'll need to do is unlock Rosa the Realtor. After you've completed Oma's stool quest, Rosa will appear in the inn after 6 p.m., so be sure to visit the inn regularly until you see her. Once she moves in, she'll set up shop in town after a few days and have a realtor's office. Thank you so much for letting me set up shop here. So Rosa will introduce you to the realtor's office and tell you that you can buy roof and wall patterns for houses in town. You can also buy your own house or buy houses for other people that want to move in. And so pretty much everything related to homes you'll come talk to Rosa for. You can take a look at the different houses that are available for sale. Some require different items. The most basic one just requires stone slabs and wooden planks, and that's the easiest to build as your first starter house. And probably the first few houses you'll build will be this same plan. You can also check out the wall panels and roof options that are available, and these change daily, so if you're looking to just decorate the town, you can come check them out. Next, you'll want to come chop some trees so you can get some wooden logs because you'll need to turn those into planks. You'll also want to mine some stone, and to do this you'll need to buy a pickaxe from the general store. Next, we're going to come talk to Sally, and we're going to buy the recipe for stone slabs under the crafting recipe tab. Next, we'll go over to the workbench and we're going to craft 10 wood planks and 3 stone slabs. These are the required items for building the basic house. Once you have those, you're going to want to head back up to see the realtor. Then you want to go talk to Rosa and select the house that you want to purchase. So we're going to go with the basic stone slab wooden plank house, and it costs 400 gold, and we're going to go ahead and buy the house. And she will follow you to the main bridge after you leave the town square. So hopefully you've already have a plot picked out. Rosa is slow as hell, so I sped this along because it takes her a long time to get to where I'm going. And then at some point in the middle, she decided to have a conversation with my neighbor Nico, which was really maddening because they just were talking and talking and talking. And then they finally stopped. And we're continuing on to my location for my house. Come on, Rosa, hurry up. So once Rosa's in the vicinity of where you want to be, you'll want to talk with her. Have you decided on a location? Around here. So then you'll have your house and you can move it wherever you want. You can rotate, put it in your backpack, place object just like usual. So you can see if it's red, I can't place it there. If it's white, I can. So you'll need to clear a spot for this house before you do this. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a spot for my house and place it down. I'm not sure if you can move your house at a later time, so you might want to be thoughtful of where you can place it. If you know otherwise, and if you can move it, leave me a comment down below. Thank you for the confirmation, Lacey. We'll get started straight away and should be done in a couple of days. Once the new house is built, you'll need to provide some basic furniture before a new resident may move in. Please check the signpost outside the home to see what's required. I'll be overseeing the construction, and so we'll be out of the office until building work has been completed. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Wonderful. So now you'll see that your house property is under construction and there's nothing to interact with at this point, and this will continue for 2 days. I do want to point out that you can also be a little quicker with Rosa in finding a location for your house, so you don't have to wait for her to follow you. So I'm going to go build at the beach. She's following behind. She'll magically teleport to my location here, and then I can go ahead and immediately talk with her and say here's good or whatever the text might be because it changes from time to time. And then you can just walk off with your house anywhere in the area and put it where you want. She'll follow behind you, so there's no need to wait for her to catch up to you like I did in the first house. I learned this the second time around, so I just want to share this with you because I think it's really helpful in speeding that process along. After 2 days have gone by, the house will be built and there will be a signpost out front you can interact with. Here you can see that the house requires a bed and lighting before we can proceed. You can also change the walls and the roof appearance if you want at this time, but it's not necessary. So next thing we need to do is head back to Sally's workshop so we can craft a bed. So we're going to talk to Sally and buy stuff, and we're going to buy the blueprint for a bed. You can also buy the blueprint for the light while you're here, but you might want to go a different route with the light in the early game because you might not have access to the materials you need to make a bulb just yet. So next we're going to go to the design table and craft a bed. From here you can make any bed you like. It doesn't need to have a cushion on it to be a suitable bed. It doesn't look as good, but it works. So if you don't have stuff to make a cushion yet, don't worry about that. It's not required for the house, which makes it cheaper if you're building houses for other people right now. You can just kind of get them in there and situated and worry about the design of the bed later. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through me building this bed, but this is a basic bed layout, so I'm going to leave it in here so you can watch it if you need to know how to make one. If you don't want to craft a bed, you can use my creator code to get my bed that I'm going to be using in my house, and I'll put that up on screen here. I'll also put it in the description down below. Next thing you'll want to do is make a light for the room. And we can go over to crafting recipes in Sally's buy tab, and there is a recipe for a paper lantern, and this is the cheapest light you can make in the early game, so I recommend getting this one. So next we'll go over to the workbench, and then we're going to go down to the paper lantern, which requires wooden planks, glue, and grass tufts. So you should have all these items. If you don't have the glue, you can buy it from the shop. It's pretty cheap. Now we're going to head back inside our house, and we need to put down our bed that we've made. Like I said, super basic bed. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. And then we're also going to put down our lamp that we've crafted. If you don't want to make a bed, you could also use the futon, but I think the bed's pretty easy to make, so I thought I'd just go with that. If you interact with the light, you can actually turn it on, which is a nice touch. Come back outside and we're going to interact with the signpost. We'll see we've met the required furniture. So we have a bed, we have lighting, and now we can move someone in. So waiting to move in, myself, and then I have 4 people looking to buy a house. So I'm going to go ahead and pick me because I want to move out of Oma's Inn. Once I pick myself, I now have a mailbox that pops up so I can receive mail now. And that's how you build your very first house in Hokko Life. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like this video if you want to see more like these, and also subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications of my latest content. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!